Hi, this is Dr. Swaroop, mental conditioning and peak performance coach and founder of My Mental. Are you an entrance exam student who has the ability to crack your entrance exam but is finding it difficult to truly believe that you can do so? Today, we're going to talk about how to prepare your mind to perform at its best on the day it matters the most. And for you, that day means the most important exam day. But we are going to take a slightly different route, and I want you to understand this properly and patiently. Imagine preparing for your entrance exam with the same focus and dedication that elite athletes bring to the Olympics. Like athletes, I feel students aiming for top results in JEE and NET also needs a mindset that is strong, focused, and resilient, which means that you do need the tools and strategies to succeed the way elite athletes do. And therefore, I want to explore this theme properly so that you can develop what I call as the elite athlete mindset to help you crack your entrance exam. So the question is, what exactly is this elite athlete mindset and how can we apply this? And I think so one of the most important things is the similar journey between an elite athlete for the Olympics and entrance exam students, because entrance exam students also need so many years of practice and preparation to keep doing that and working hard to stay motivated, to have a clear focused mind, and to keep performing under pressure. An elite athlete mindset is not just about thinking positively actually, but it's about actually having the right tools and strategies to remain calm, focused, even in the toughest of moments and situations. Because this mindset is going to make you more consistent in your mock exams, to help you manage your setbacks, and give you that edge to succeed. But what you need to understand is mental training is different from just having study tips. Mental training isn't about having this study advice. Just as a sports coach develops skills for athletes, mental training for entrance exam involves specific targeted strategies to reduce your anxiety, to build resilience. Regular study advice might tell you to relax, don't stress, use the time management techniques, but mental training goes deeper, teaching you how to stay centered, keeping emotions in check, and channelizing your everyday energy positively and productively. In mental training, we are not just addressing anxiety, but we are using that to transform it to develop more focus. It's not about coping, it's about using those challenges to build mental toughness. And this kind of training is going to enable you to get the right approach to crack your exam with confidence. And all of this together is what I call as peak performance training for entrance exam. Because success in entrance exam isn't just about working hard. I'm sure you know that, right? It's about working smart. At this level, where every mark counts, the mental tools you develop will give that difference to you. For you to focus deeply, manage stress effectively, stay motivated even after months of intense preparation and ups and downs. And this peak performance mindset is going to help you stay resilient through those long study hours, to remain consistent on a daily basis. Imagine you are in the final minutes of that timed test. Your mind is tired, but it is your focus and belief at that moment of time that's going to get you through. And this is what mental conditioning and training is all about, to help you develop those strategies, isn't it? Of course, there are certain steps to develop, and probably you know a few of these, but I just want to make it clear for you. One of them is, of course, starting with goals. And I know you create study goals, and most of the time this timetable we are unable to probably master it. For example, you want to get through those tough physics subjects or topics at the end of the month, but what do you need to do to ensure that when you are drifting because you find a subject which is very difficult or you find it very boring, how can you create a shift in your internal mind to become more organized so that your emotions are steadier when you're studying those difficult topics? and keep being motivated instead of being overwhelmed. That's what this goal setting should be. Second step is visualizing success. And visualization actually isn't just for athletes, it's a powerful technique for students too. Closing your eyes, imagining yourself sitting in that exam and yet feeling calm, consistent, and in control. Picturizing yourself tackling those difficult questions with ease. All of these is going to prime your mind to handle different exam challenges and situations. All of this is going to help you develop that focus and confidence to actually give that exam. By regularly creating a picture, you are creating in a way a mental blueprint to handle these challenging moments in your exams the right way. And then I'm sure you must have heard of positive self talk. The way you talk to yourself impacts your mindset and emotions. I know you know that. Sometimes there's so many negative thoughts, right? Can't do this, it's too hard. I don't know whether I'll be able to crack that exam. But instead, you need to replace this by saying, probably I'm prepared for this, I'm capable, I'm going to keep fighting, right? Because that is going to maintain that resilience under pressure. Imagine this every time you choose empowering thoughts, you are reinforcing your self belief. With each affirmation, you're strengthening your confidence, and the pressure starts feeling more manageable instead of overwhelming. And finally, it's all about embracing setbacks, right? I'm sure sometimes in this journey, you will have setbacks when you don't get the marks, especially in a mock exam or in those preparatory exams. And how you view these failures as not as defeat, but something that what can I learn from this? Because every setback in a way can become a chance to grow stronger. And shifting your mindset in this way is going to reduce that emotional burden of failure that keeps developing if you're not able to apply it in the right manner, isn't it? Because the idea is to transform all these challenges into stepping stones of success at that exact exam date. And finally, it's about creating pre study rituals. And rituals, are you see athletes have rituals, right? But for you, those rituals might be spending some time deep breathing before exam, listening to the right kind of music, giving yourself mind to channelize your energy, to time to concentrate, keeping your mobile away. And when you practice a ritual that works for you consistently, it creates a sense of calm and readiness. By the time you sit down to study, your mind is now fully engaged, making your study time as productive as possible, less stressful. And it is this personalized training that is required for you is most important. But you know the best part? Actually, mental training isn't about all these steps at all. It's a personalized, ongoing process. And I think so. This is my role as a mental conditioning and a peak performance coach, which I've been doing over the last 20 years. Because just as elite athletes have to develop these specific training tools to manage their mind, students, I feel, too need to have this, isn't it? What do you think? Because only when you have them are you going to make this as a natural part of your approach when you're giving your exam. Imagine you're working on managing exam stress. You will need to identify specific tools. What tools work for you? Which breathing exercises work for you? How do you create a visualization pattern for you? How do you practice these things that we have added consistently? Just as an athlete practices mental drills, you will be practice and simulating this so that on the day of their exam it becomes second nature. And this is where my experience over so many thousands of athletes and hundreds of Indian top athlete players comes in. Because I know that success doesn't come from just general advice, watching YouTube videos, reading books. It comes from personalized training by creating a process that evolves with you in a manner so that slowly but steadily and surely you're going in the right direction. Finally, I feel that over the years, I've seen how mental conditioning has really transformed, even not just athletes, but the students I've worked with. Me and my team will help you get better on becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Training your mind, I feel, isn't about just studies, it's a fundamental part of achieving your best. Yes, just as physical training is essential for athletes, coaching classes are essential. for academies and entrance exam students, but without a strong mind, it's going to be challenging to perform under pressure. Therefore, I truly believe that mental training, peak performance training, is the foundation on which you can give your exam in the best way possible, so that you know that you have given it your all. Remember, as I always say, train your mind the way you train your body and skills. For those who want to get a guidebook on this, send a WhatsApp message with your name and your entrance exam name and your email ID, and our team will send you a guidebook via email. This is Dr. Swaroop signing off. Stay focused, stay resilient, and see you soon.